Working moms, are you tired? Are you stressed? Are you finding it difficult to manage life, family, and career? Do you know that coaching is one of the best ways for you to achieve your goals, not only in your career, but also in your personal and professional life? Yes, this is the life career coaching call of Working Moms Academy. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Wandalyn Tan-Calupig. I'm the first Filipina LinkedIn live broadcaster, and every week I go live here on LinkedIn, simultaneously on Facebook and YouTube, to give career advice, not only in terms of career. I know a lot of women, who went on me live because this is our 13th episode already. Not only ask about career, but also about in areas of their health and finances. And I am here to help in the best way I can. For those of you who don't know me, let me give more introduction of what I do and who I am. I am Wanda. I am the founder of Working Moms Academy. Working Moms Academy is an educational platform for working moms that helps women achieve success in their personal and professional life through training, coaching, and community of mothers working together. We have expert coaches and speakers from all around the world. We have somebody from UK, US, Germany, India, UAE, Philippines, and many more. And we are also in partnership with American Management Association, offering over 100 courses that can be beneficial for you and your organization so you can achieve your company's goals. And American Management Association is a 90 plus year old company based in the US, and they have so many programs that can help employees, individuals, and organization excel. Now, moving back to this career coaching, every week we make it a point to go on live. I go live here every week for coaching calls. I also go live to interview a lot of amazing people. And it's because it's Father's Day month. And Father's Day is coming this Sunday for most countries and Monday to some. So also, after an hour, I am also interviewing Azlin Ibrahim, the co-founder of Marketing in Asia, to understand, his perspective as a husband and as a father, how we mothers can become better people, parents, and partners. So today, without further ado, let me bring one of my community members. Every week we go live, but only this is exclusive to members of Working Moms Academy's Facebook and LinkedIn group. So for those of you who want to join, the good news, our Working Moms Academy support group is free. You can join us on Facebook or on LinkedIn. While our guest is introducing, I will drop the links. And our community manager, Karen, will definitely take care of you in the best way she can. We have a lot of free webinars, training, and many, many things for those moms because we are really here to support you in the best way we can. Yes, JP, let me bring you on stage. Hi, JP.
Hi, good afternoon.
So,
Thanks
JP,
for
can you
having
just,
me here.
it's my honor. Thank you for saying yes to this. Can you please tell us who you are and what you do?
I'm an architect by profession, but other than that, I'm also an author. I'm also a public speaker. I also do a lot of workshops. And also, basically, what I do is teach other professionals on how they can transition their business onto the digital platform and how it would work for them compared to from the previous traditional setup of brick and mortar. Of course, now we are in a pandemic and everybody's just using the internet. So I guess this is the best time for us to really get to know how to use the internet in our advantage.
Wow, I heard a lot of things that you're doing. I can sense you're a multi-potentialite like me. You're an architect, an author, a speaker, a workshop facilitator, and a lot more. So I definitely agree with you when you say this is the best time for people, to take advantage of this digital age where we now operate, right? To reach more people, to help more people in the best way we can. So JP, tell me please, what is your question? How can I help you today? What's your question for me today?
Well, as I've said, I'm doing a lot of things. There's so many, it's, I always like to of course, there are times that we get overwhelmed. So, what can you say, or what would you advise me to do if, there are times that I feel that there's not much for me to do now because I'm just overwhelmed.
Okay. So, JP, sorry, I think there was a lag in between. Let me just clarify if I understood the question correctly. So, your question is, what will you do if you feel overwhelmed already? Is that the question? JP,
Wala
did
po
I
ko
get the
lang.
question right? Um, is your question, what will you do if you're overwhelmed already? Okay, while waiting for JP to come back, I know, sometimes internet has its own challenges, especially in the Philippines. So let's wait for her to come back. But, for those of you who did not watch our 12 episodes, you can go to Working Moms Academy's YouTube channel. You can watch for free on replay the 12 live coaching call that we had. Let me bring JP on. JP, welcome back. Can I just rephrase the question? Just let me know if I understood it correctly. Is your question, what will you do if you're overwhelmed already with the many things that
Yes.
you're doing?
Yes.
That's the
Yes,
question.
exactly.
Thank you for
Mhm.
that. And you're also a mother, right, JP? Am I correct?
Yep. A single mom at that.
Okay.
Mhm.
See, a single mom itself has so many. It gives a lot. So thank you, JP, for saying. See, JP's question is that she's a multi-potentialite like me. So she is an architect, she is an author, she's a workshop facilitator, she's a speaker, and many things, and also a single mother to her children. First, I want to honor you, JP, for being a single mom. I myself was raised by a single parent mother. And my dad died when I was 9, and I've seen how difficult it is for mom, to sustain three girls alone. So that itself is a big responsibility. And being a multi-potentialite like me, I can relate so much, right? I mean, first, as a mother, being a mother itself is a full-time job. I mean, you are there for your children 24 by 7. There's no break, there's no vacation, there's nothing, right? And second, if you, of course, at the back of your mind, you also know, wait, I love my children and I want to give them time. But similarly, the struggle is that I also need to provide for them, in which case I need to find that means of living. And the good thing about you is that if you're an architect, you're an author, you're a workshop facilitator, that means you have so many gifts, talents, experience, and expertise, right? So my I think for me, initially, I also find it was a struggle for me as well because I'm an accountant. I'm a certified public accountant and audit manager by profession for 21 plus years. But I found so much love in training and coaching. And at some point, it is like, okay, I love my job, but there is something that I am called to do. And how do I connect that? And for me, so and see, to be honest, I still have my full-time job, and Working Moms Academy is my legacy project. I always tell people I do this because I want to save mothers from the burnout I've been through. I've been so much stressed with my audit manager job before, to the point that I've always loved that job. But I came to that point where I felt demotivated and I don't feel like doing it anymore. But at the back of my mind, I cannot stop it because this is what I am good at. This is my expertise. But also at the back of my mind and my heart, I'm clear I need to do something differently to wake up in joy and sleep in peace. And that is where I found training and coaching. So how do I do it when I get overwhelmed? So first, that I always I believe and I've learned, if you have that compass, If you're clear with your compass of values, like for example, for me, I love my family, love, and service. This is the core of my top three values. Now, when I was an audit manager in 2016, I have, okay, the best salary, the best everything, but at the core of that, my family was suffering because I had to travel overseas. I have to leave one of my children behind, bring the other one because I was breastfeeding. So there were so many complications to the point that I realized it was already hurting the things that I do value. So no additional salary, no additional zero in my salary was helping me anymore. It wasn't giving me any satisfaction because it was hurting my value of family. But what I did differently is that I realigned in terms of, okay, family, love, and service is the core of everything I do. So every decision that I make is from that. So like for example, I reinvented my career so that I don't have so much responsibility at work, but I also have more time for my children. And similarly, I have time to work on what gives me so much, which is training and coaching, which I do on my weekends here in Dubai. So my question to you, JP, I know you're an architect, you are an author, a workshop facilitator. Of these many, many things that you do, let us also understand your values and what you love. Because for me, I love, if you ask me now, I love training and coaching the most. Then second will be auditing. But how I use that is I use my gift of auditing to help people find the right solutions. But let me ask you first in terms of what do you value, and then we will find the alignment. Okay, so what do you think are your top three values?
Yeah, I understand you. For me, first, my top priority would be my daughter. And then next to that is I find joy in helping people. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter if I'm doing workshop or I'm coaching somebody or I'm teaching a new architect on how to deal with their clients. So that's my second. And third, which is probably wrong, but third would be giving more attention to myself. So that becomes last of the list, which I know should be the first. But for now, my top is would be my daughter, and then helping others, and also then that comes with the last me would be for myself. But I
I
think with how I manage my business, how I do my networks and all that is already aligned to that. In fact, I'm here in Boracay for the past almost 4 months. That's because my daughter loves being here, and it's just also good that at least my businesses or is also um, set up in a way that I can still function 100% even if I'm offshore or even if I'm working remotely. So that's good. But mostly there are still times that I do feel burnt out, and I do understand that we just need to focus on our priorities. But I think I'm on my way of doing that. Probably not as polished yet, but hopefully
Okay, I think JP had another internet connection. Let me just expand on the topic.
I'm also on my way to, you know, balancing out everything for myself.
Thank you, JP, for sharing that. You know what? From what I understand from you, you're somehow similar to me. Family is at the top, right? And then service because you want to help others. And third is self-care. Actually, that's very good. Now, the next question I want to ask you, every day, I mean, right now, on an average, do you think you're spending most of your time in terms of your family, your service, and your self-care? You said yes also, right? Except that you're balancing it out, right? That's what you also said. Now, let us also understand of the many things that you do as an architect, as a facilitator, an author, which one do you love the most, the number one, and which one do you think can definitely give you that opportunity to take care of your daughter and to serve others and to take care of yourself? So, what is that number one thing?
I would say number one would still be service. So I could do everything else simultaneously with if I focus on that. It's just a matter of aligning it to, making it fit to my lifestyle and to my daughter's lifestyle, and as well as in my business as well.
I agree with you. See, if service is something that you love to do, maybe the next question is, of the many things and the many careers that you do, what is that number one job that you think can help you take care of your daughter? That where you are still serving others and when you can fully take care of yourself. Is that being focused on doing architecture? Is that writing? Is it on going live or doing some facilitation workshops? What do you think is that number one thing for
Yeah.
you?
Because my heart is really into serving, into helping people, I would say doing the workshops, helping others, or teaching others what I do is top of the list. To be honest, I'm not really keen into um, doing much more of the architectural stuff, but it's what brings in the money, so I have to do it anyway. But yeah, I love doing workshops. I love teaching people. I love helping people. I love inspiring a lot of people to, just do more, be better, and just hope that even if we're in a pandemic, even if their businesses are, affected by it, that there's still chance for us to turn it around. Have probably just shift it to a different direction and still make it work. So yeah, I
That's
think that would be it. The workshops, teaching other people would be my top.
That's very good. Thank you for sharing, GP. So that also means if you focus on giving this facilitation workshops and also using your knowledge in architect, that will bring a lot of alignment. Also, my other question to you, what is your number one fear now? What do you fear the most now?
Mhm. My fear, my fear would be probably deciding on something wrong. Probably because I am in a time of my life that a major decision could change everything. Because like when you know as I've mentioned, I am here in Boracay for the past few months, and my fear is, do I have to go back to Manila and and proceed with my usual boring life, or just make it happen here? So my fear would be making the wrong decision that would affect others that I care about.
Okay, that thank you for your honesty. I think every person has the fear of, making the right and wrong decision. But what I also learned, if I can share with you, there is no right or wrong decision. You always make the best decision with the best information that you have. But what I also learned, when you make decisions, when you also make decisions aligned with your values. So, JP, now that you are clear that what you value is your family, your daughter, your service of helping others, and taking care of yourself, for every decision that you do, if you align it with that, if going back to Manila, can it give you will it align to your top three values? If no, then you have to rethink. If yes, then go for it. Then also, I always find it, they said there's something called heart, taking decisions from your heart. Because as a especially an architect, I'm an accountant, right? You can sense how much logical we have become. In terms of, making decisions is very difficult because we have come into analysis paralysis at some point because we have developed our brain so much in terms of logical thinking. But the one that is never wrong is making decisions from your heart. And how do you access that and do that? See, they said also your heart is where God speaks, and I've been using that all the time now. So whenever I need to make a very big decision in my life, I always just take that quiet moment and just hold my heart and say, I really want to do this, but if I am doing this because of fear, then open the right door for me. And I also ask,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, and also, if you also ask from your heart, Lord, is this the right decision? You will always get an answer. Or also, if you ask, can you tell me, please, Lord, what is the next right action? Because what I also learned, the problem with me, I always want things to be, so so planned out. But I also learned when I let go of the need to plan and rearrange my life, that is where God works and give me the path. Oh, that's not the right path. This is the one. So also, can I teach you one more, JP? It's called muscle testing. Can I teach you now something? See, what I also learned, there's something called
Okay, yes,
muscle
please.
testing. So we have our inner wisdom within, and we can act. We are always built to only tell the truth and live our truth. But because of the many things we learned, we become so disrupted. And one of the ways is to muscle test. So what you have to do, you have to make a small circle like this. Can you do it for me? Okay. JP, can you? Okay. And then put your other hand here inside the circle. Okay. You do it like that. Okay. Now, if you say, I am JP, you try to put the other finger out. I am JP. It's strong, right? I am JP. Correct? Now, if you say, I am Wanda, try if it's a strong. It will go out.
Okay,
It go out, right? See, if you say, I am JP, is it very
yeah, I
strong,
guess.
JP? Yeah. But if you say, I am Wanda,
I am
is it as
JP.
strong as the
Yeah,
first statement or no?
I am.
No, right?
Not
It's
really,
sliding.
unless I. Mm-hmm.
See, so how
Mm-hmm.
can you use that in making decisions using muscle testing? See, if I am making also big decisions, this is also how I ask. I use the present tense, and I also use the right statement. If I say, let's if I because see, if I will muscle test myself first. If I say I am one, oh, this is the strong one. This is a yes for me. If I say I am JP, it's very weak because that is not my truth. So if I need to make a decision, I'll say, this is the right job for me. If it's sliding, it is not. Because that means it is not aligned to who I am and what I am meant to do. But if I say, okay, let's say I might say, let's do this, okay, JP, let's do this exercise together. Let's say health coaching is for me. Is it sliding for you? Sliding, right? Because it's not our truth. But if you say training and coaching is what I love to do and this is meant for me, can you do it? It's strong. It's very strong. So now, JP, when you are making the right decision about your job, you put that statement, this job in blah blah is right for me. And then if it's strong, that means it's for you. And also, more than the muscle testing, I always recommend people to pray, to surrender, and to submit. Because no matter how much we plan, there's always a bigger and better plan that is actually, laid out already for us even before we ask for that. So how did you find the muscle testing, JP?
It's cool. At first, I was thinking that it's probably just me. It's my subconscious, doing it, releasing. But yeah, it works. So that's something new that I learned. Maybe I'll try it again next time if I'm making a decision. So thank you for sharing that.
Most welcome, JP. So two things I shared with you today. Number one, in decision making, it's important to always check, is this decision aligned with my values? Because when it is not, then it's time to say no. And also second, is it aligned to who I am? Because you are designed for something. And if you access the truth within you through muscle testing, it will always work. And actually, there's a third one. You make decisions from your heart. And there's a terminology for that. When you make decisions from your heart and you pray for it, that is where you will always get, and asking that question also, JP, I know at many points in time we have to make decisions, right? And if you are, you are overwhelmed because there's so many things in your mind, there's so many things you wanted to do. But if you just sit down and ask yourself, what do I fear the most now? Because that means that's the number one thing that's causing your overwhelm and burnout. And if you can find the answer to that question, the other problems, will become so small already. So do you find this helpful, JP? Do you have any other questions for me?
Yes, very much. It's very helpful. It gave me more clarity on how I should be deciding and probably standing with my decisions because it's I should stop worrying or yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Most welcome, JP. Thank you so much. If there's anything else, can you please also, if you want to promote something, please, this is the right time. Let me also drop your social media links here. Can you just please invite people? I know you have an upcoming workshop. If they want to join you, please do invite them.
Yeah.
And
Thanks again, Wanda. So they can get in touch with me by going to my Facebook page, The Digital Architect. I'm pretty much everywhere, so they can search The Digital Architect in any social media. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And also, I would like to invite everybody for we have a free workshop that's going to happen. My session is on July 9. This is a free workshop for everybody who wants to learn how to work online, how to earn online. There are several speakers. We have Dr. Six Toledo, A.B. Abunita, Malvin De Lasan, Kevin Gayao, Christina Estacio. Of course, I will be teaching more of digital marketing and social media. We have Nix Enigo, Lawrence Aimee, George Ramos, Jason De La Rosa, Blessy Dacanay, Ken Sumera, Kai Villanueva, Bo Moldes, Janesca Pascual, CJ Cajoles, John Carandang, Julian Canita, and of course, Shirley Mendoza. So they can register through I can give you the link. So they can register. My session will be on July 4 and it will be focusing on digital marketing and social media.
that's very nice. Actually, when you mentioned, I know quite a few number of people. Julian Canita is my friend. So I know he's very good in Facebook ads and he's a Facebook ad strategist. I met him. I know I love Julian's, purpose-driven career of helping other people excel their businesses through Facebook ads. So thank you, JP. For those of you, please, JP is the digital architect. Connect with her on Facebook. And if there's, please attend that workshop that they're doing, is something that I know can help a lot of people. So JP, thank you so much. Let me just wrap it up and say thank you to those people. I look forward to having you in the academy. Would love to ask Karen for you to promote and give that registration link so that people in our community in Working Moms Academy with over 500, I think we're almost 600 members now, can definitely join, learn how to take advantage of the digital platform, to really, really excel now, especially now that you need it, right? So thank you, JP, again for joining us today. I hope, this is helpful to you. Thank you very much. So for those of you who are watching us on live or on replay, again, I would like to thank those of you. I would just like to have a recap. So JP's question is all about what do you need to do if you're overwhelmed and it's very difficult to make decisions. First, I want to tell you, you are not alone if you're overwhelmed and burnout already. That is why actually I started Working Moms Academy. At many points in my life, I've experienced stress and burnout, and I want to save mothers from the same pains I've been through. And this is what I learned, and this is what I shared to JP. If you're overwhelmed and burnout, number one, look at your values. What are your top three values? And the way you are living your life now, is it aligned to your values? So I always aligned my schedule, my priority with family, love, and service because this is what I do. That's why I'm always live every Friday because this is my service to community and especially to mothers. Second, you ask yourself also, what do you fear the most? Because the truth is that your mind, you have so many priorities, you have so many things you wanted to do, you have so many goals and aspirations. But at the core of your being, there's always something that is most important. And you can find that if you ask yourself, what do I fear the most now? And when you find the answers to that question and work on that, you can always, overcome overcome the overwhelm. Number three, you asked your heart for solutions because your heart is where God speaks. The truth is that we have so many things in our mind that we have forget that we have a more intelligent heart that is never wrong. So in making decisions, ask your heart, is this right for me? What's the next right thing for me to do? And also do pray and surrender because I always know and I believe that God always have the best and bigger plans for you and for every life. Number four, I told JP also about about muscle testing. What is muscle testing is all about? See, in neuro-linguistic programming, muscle testing is the way for you that, it helped me access a lot of, decisions that I need to do, big decisions specifically. So it's about accessing your using a muscle testing. I learned that from my mentor, Christy Marie Sheldon. So also, I would like to invite those of you who want to have a career coaching program. We have now a one-on-one with me. We also have a group coaching program for Working Moms Academy. So please check our website. And lastly, we have an upcoming 31-day personal branding for mom course led by none other than Virginia Bautista, the number one LinkedIn personal branding strategist in the Philippines and one of the top branding personal strategies on LinkedIn in Asia. So please, if this is something that resonates with you, if you need this, again, check Working Moms Academy's website and you can find everything there. And lastly, the list of the top 100 most influential women on LinkedIn just came out a few minutes before I go live. So I am on the top of the list. First, I would like to thank Gina Romero of Connected Women for this initiative. Thank you, Virginia Bautista, also for this initiative. This is a collaboration between them, and I am deeply honored to be at the top of the list. I was jumping when I saw it. Thank you very much. As the first Filipina LinkedIn live broadcaster, it is my honor to be, given this opportunity to go live on LinkedIn and also to Facebook, of course, and YouTube. And my goal, after suffering from burnout in 2014, I really committed my life to help a lot of women and mothers overcome the stress and challenges of every day. And this is now how I do it. I do it through training, coaching, and now with the community of mothers that I'm helping. I'm looking forward to ending the epidemic of stress and burnout multiple generations down by helping the mothers and their children. I believe that if a mother can overcome the overwhelm of every day, and if mothers can be happier, they can raise happier and more aware children. So with that, I look forward to seeing you again next week on another live hair coaching call. I would like to thank JP for being for coming with me live there. I would like to thank Karen, our community manager. I would like to thank every member of Working Moms Academy. I look forward to helping and serving you more in the best way we can through webinars and these coaching calls. And watch out, I'm going live again on the next 30 minutes with a very special guest. It's Father's Day, and the co-founder of Marketing Asia, I had the privilege to interview him and hear his perspective. See, Working Moms Academy's goal is to help women succeed personally and professionally, and for mothers to become better people, parents, and partners. So I am interviewing Azlin Ibrahim, the co-founder of Marketing in Asia, to get his perspective about mothers, about life, and everything in between. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for those who nominated me. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you have a great day. God bless you. Bye.